Yo, what is up, bro? My name is Sam Walford. I'm a 16-year-old coach from Coventry in the United Kingdom. And at the moment, I'm currently making around like 7, 8, maybe 9K a month. To be fair, I'm not even really sure, to be honest. Somewhere around that ballpark. Like December, I made 8.5K. And I just want to show you something quickly about sort of materialism. And if I just look, new iPhone, yeah, new iPhone. And I just sort of realized like materialism is a really fucking interesting subject. And I'm really, really excited to share my sort of opinions and viewpoints on how you can fucking abuse the fuck out of materialism. And how you can like almost fucking like just transform your mind and gratitude and your just like appreciation and mental health. And also like just your ability to work as well with materialism. I think I've got like the good viewpoint on this, where it's not like, oh fuck off materialism. I'm gonna be like, what's it called, minimalist and like not own shit. You know what PewDiePie does, where he doesn't own shit at all. And I don't think it's also like, yeah, go to Dubai and fucking rent out the Lamborghini and I think I'm at a good like I've been on both of those sides. And I think, I mean, I've never fucking rented out a Lamborghini, but I think I'm at this point now where I've seen both sides and I've had the experience with both, and I think I'm at the point now where it's like I can see how you can use materialism and how I can buy the new iPhone, how I can buy like the best MacBook, and I can just like buy cool shit, and it's actually like helpful and beneficial for me, and I still get like the materialism, gratitude, fucking dopamine shit from it. And what this is hard to describe, but you want to use your materialism as tools and have a reason for it, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, if you're just buying some watch, like a watch is like the best example. Like if you're just buying some watch or a Lamborghini or some other shit like that, where it doesn't really serve much of a purpose, and you're just doing it because like you think it'll be cool and you want people to think you're cool, and you want other people to look at you, then that's like the worst sort of type of materialism. That's like really gonna fuck up your mental health. That's really gonna fuck you up in so many ways because, as you probably already know and probably you have already experienced, you buy the new cool thing, you get the dopamine rush for like 3 seconds, yeah, and then it's just fucking gone. It's not even like, oh, I like this item, it's like new for a week or whatever. It's not really like that. You literally get used to it within literally like 60 seconds, bro. It's really interesting. Like the next time you buy a new phone or get some new materialist shit, fucking like feel how it is to open it, bro. It'll be exciting, like boof, exciting, and then it just goes, and it's just like, I've recorded myself opening like the new phone. It's like I remember because I did this with myself. Like I looked at my own dopamine and I don't know how to like, I just watched it, and felt it as I was aware of it as I opened the new iPhone. And it's like, as soon as because it was in like a cardboard packaging, like the actual Apple box was in like a cardboard box because it was delivered to me. And so I opened the cardboard box, I see like the new iPhone, like the orange like iPhone 17 like box, and then I get I noticed I got like a dopamine spike when I saw it. And then it is interesting. I picked it up, got the other box, and instantly I was like, okay, that's cool. And I was just back to normal. Then I opened the box, I saw the phone inside, dopamine spike, picked up the phone, dopamine spike, and then it's cool, and then it was like back down to zero again, And that was just like really, really interesting to me. And maybe not back down to complete zero, but close, And the actual dopamine of the new like materialistic thing, it was gone like instantly, and I knew that would happen as well. That's not why I bought this phone, and I'll get to why I bought this phone soon enough. But that was really, really interesting to notice it for myself. I noticed that when I bought my new MacBook and got the new MacBook. I noticed that when I buy like every shit, like this school hoodie. Like I bought this like, I don't know, like a week ago, and then it arrived like a few days ago. Today is the first time I've worn it. Like today I opened it and I'm wearing it. And it was fun. It was fun to like put on, like have the new like blue school. I mean, I've got other school hoodies, but I've never had I've not got this like, exact, like, 'cause this is like really big on me. I wanted to buy a big one. It's like, I've never had like this exact one. And so it's a little bit of dopamine, and then instantly it's gone. I'm like, this is just normal now. This is just fucking normal, bro. And that's the thing, like when and you already know this, I'm just repeating what you already know. Like when you have materialism and it's at the point where it's just for the dopamine. Like that is really gonna fuck you up, because you're just like, it's just instant gratification, because then you get the dopamine deficit, and then you're like, oh, I need something to fill this dopamine deficit. So you go to the next materialism thing, and then it puts you even in an even more dope. Yeah, like, you know how that shit works. You've watched all the fucking like special nerds with their little graphs and shit. You know how that stuff works. And that obviously puts you in the like fucking recurring loop of dopamine and shit. Even worse, if you like you're riding on the success of your younger self, and like you put the work in like last year or a few months ago, and then like you made the money, and now that you've got the money, you're not really working because you think you've already made it, and then you're going down the materialism spike and wasting all your money on material. Like, that's the fucking worst place to go, bro. Like, that is how everyone like fucking loses their success at all the big athletes and that sort of shit, you know. They stop working, they think they've already made it, they go in the dopamine fucking materialism loop. That's the worst side of materialism. You already know that. That's like one side of the spectrum. Now, the other side of the spectrum, where you're just completely anti-materialist, you know, and I guess there's different levels of extreme to this, but let's just say, like, let's use a relative, like, normal level of anti-materialist. Like, but like, when your stuff, like, I guess, breaks or starts to get old, you replace it with new stuff, but not the newest stuff, like just the stuff that you like, it's just good enough for you, you know. It does what you need it to. It's good. It works like that. Doesn't cost you a ton of money, you know, and it's like good to that level. Like, at that level, like, yes, that's probably a lot better, to be fair, than like being on the fucking other extreme side of materialism. You know, but what happens with this side, because I've also been here, when you try and save money, I find that you just get like, I don't know, you just get, at least for me, I just get a really tense, like, stingy energy about spending money. And like, even if it's like I've got the money, and like I know this purchase will help me, it's like you just get like, I just get like stingy. Like that word means like tense, and like you overthink it about spending that money, even if it's for something you need, you know. Like, can I think of an example with something like this where I sort of bought something mid-range? I don't know. Yeah, okay. GoPro batteries. Weird, like, niche thing, but GoPro batteries, okay. That's actually a really good example. Let me explain this. So, got my new GoPro, needed more batteries for it to go out, record, vlog longer and everything, and so that's what I did. I bought more batteries. Now, instead of buying like the official GoPro batteries, which are the most expensive and probably like the safest and highest performance, I put a couple hours in. I spent a couple hours, instead of working, I did some research on the best GoPro batteries, like the best secondhand GoPro batteries that will probably be like, I don't know, 3/4, half the price or something, and probably like 90% just as good as the official GoPro batteries. And I spent that time, found the right GoPro batteries, bought the GoPro batteries, and like they worked pretty good, and like it was good, you know. They were okay. The charging was a little bit funny, you know. Sometimes the camera would randomly turn off at 50%, but like it wasn't too big a problem. I saved some money with the batteries, you know. I spent some time researching, and it was a good mid-range product. It wasn't like really shit like some random Temu fucking AliExpress like fucking random batteries or some shit, you know. It obviously wasn't the official GoPro batteries. It was like halfway sort of in between like the good and the worse, I guess, you know. I wasn't like ridiculously trying to save money and not even have a GoPro, you know. I was making the investments I needed to make. And the thing with that is like, I just got like weirdly like overthinking about how much money I was spending on GoPro batteries, even though it was only like £20 per battery, you know, like $25 per battery, like for the official ones, and I was saving like, I don't know, like $10 per battery or something like that. And maybe I don't know, I bought like 6 of them or something like that. So maybe only, I can't even work out the math there, but I saved a little bit of money, you know, and I got a bit of a worse product, but it was what it was. I spent the time on it. But the thing with that is like, I got those batteries like, I don't know, like 6 months ago now, maybe. And then when I was in Poland, and where else? Poland and Snowdonia, I think it was. It was in like October. Both times it's like big vlogging days, you know. I'm in Poland, in Krakow, or going up the Tetras, the mountains there. If you're Polish, you've got a really beautiful country, by the way. And the little plug for Poland there. And it was just like a really nice time, and so I vlogged it, you know, got a load of batteries. But what started to happen was the batteries would just like not work, or it's like at that 50% they would just die, you know. And it was kind of annoying, you know. It wasn't too big a problem, but that would just sort of happen. And like my friend Vincent, he's from Florida, but he was here living with me in the UK in October. It's like he got a new GoPro as well, like the newest GoPro. And he tried using my batteries, and because his GoPro is like a newer one, it's got like a higher power pull, like a higher wattage. And so with his, it's like it would happen even more where the batteries just like didn't work because we like shared the batteries, you know. And like it's just kind of annoying, you know. It's just a little bit annoying. And that's sort of what happens when you're too like anti-materialist. And I know GoPro batteries aren't really a materialism thing, but you know what I mean. It's like when you're too like stingy with it, you end up getting worse products. Not saying the products don't work, they just work worse. Okay. And you end up spending more time overthinking about which batteries to buy, and then it causes weird problems, you know. This is the sort of mindset that, and no offense at all, by the way, this is no offense to because I know my dad's gonna be watching this video, but this is the sort of mindset I think my mum has with like the shopping and like other things, you know. It's like I hate like I'm not shit talking my mum, but you know, it's like people have this mindset where it's like they'll go out their way to spend an hour of their time to save like $2, you know, and that's technically working for like $2 an hour. It's a very like lack of abundance mindset, you know. It's kind of like I've just got this limited amount of money. I've got to do everything I can to save it. And to be fair to people, when they're working jobs, that is the mindset to have. When you've got a limited amount of money, you need to save that money, you know. But for us, when we're entrepreneurs and shit, it's like you can always make more money now. If you're not making money with entrepreneurship or shit like that, then yes, probably don't go buy the new iPhone or some shit, you know. But at the same time, you don't want to be like really stingy and overthinking about your money, because then you just waste time, you waste energy making these useless decisions, and it just gets you absolutely nowhere, and you get a worse product. And oftentimes it is best just, and this is the point I'm going to get to, it's best just to pay the premium for the better service, to have that clarity, knowing that what you're buying is the best, you know. And that's the sort of, this is where I'm at, sort of the middle of the spectrum. So I've just shown you both sides of the complete materialist, the anti-materialist, you know, minimalist, where you save money and shit, but, you know, shit doesn't work too well. Then I think I'm the good in-between point where I've got the best, I mean, not the best of both worlds, but where I'm at now, in my mind, with my mindset of this, is I buy the best, okay. I put my money in, I make the commitment and then the investment, I act out of a mindset of abundance, of that I'm going to make this money back, and I buy the best of the best, and I do not sacrifice anything in that regard. So for example, we've got the new iPhone, or we've got like the mentorship I invested in, which was like 7K, you know. And it's like, I like buying the best. I like buying the best tools, and it's like I said, it's not a materialism thing for me. Okay, it's not an ego thing about I'm gonna be I'm the best, so I need the best or shit like that. It's that in my mind, this is quite hard to explain, but it's that I want to buy the best because like then I can be the best, if that makes sense. It's not like I'm buying the best because I am the best right now. It's like I'm buying the best because I will become the best. It's like acting out of a mindset of arrogance, not arrogance in where you currently are, but in arrogance in where you're going to go. And that's a whole nother video topic about arrogance and shit. That's what I believe my superpower is, just my arrogance of what I think I can achieve. And that's a whole nother point, but I think this is where it stems from, in that I have arrogance in knowing that I'm going to be the best, okay? I'm going to fucking change the world, and I know that, bro, and I can tell you with full confidence, I'm going to change the world, okay? I'm going to reform the whole UK education system and shit, bro. I can tell you with full confidence that is going to happen, okay? I'm arrogant in what I can achieve. And so it's like, it's hard to explain, but it's like, I'm arrogant in what I can achieve. I'm not like worrying if I'm going to be successful or not. And so I'm not worrying about, you know, wasting money on buying the best. I'm just like, I'm going to buy the best because I will become the best in a weird way. And so it's like, I buy this iPhone. And yes, it's like the newest tool. My friend Vincent, he was like, no, don't buy it, you know. He was acting like it was just like a materialism dopamine thing for me, which it isn't. And I was worried that it was going to be, but it obviously ended up not being. And it's kind of like, I just buy the best tools. And I think I've got this mindset from my dad. It's like, you don't be stingy when it's like you're going to get a return on your investment, you know. When you know this tool is going to help you, you want to buy the best. Yeah. And it's like, with this iPhone, it's a tool for me, you know. It is literally a tool for me. Like, it's going to help me grow my business. I'm recording the video on this iPhone right now. Previously, I would have had to be sitting down, hunched over my laptop on Loom or something like that, recording a screen recording. I wouldn't be able to walk around and shit, you know. It would have taken a bit more effort to record the video, then click download, or no, so record the video, record the screen recording, then wait for it to be able to download, then click download, then upload it to YouTube Studio. And with this, it's like I can just record it, walk around, I don't even have to think about it. And I just upload it straight from the YouTube app, I just did another video straight before this. And so it's way easier. I'm holding the phone vertically right now, and it's recording horizontally, It's in 4K 60 FPS previously if I wanted to do this. I would have had to got my GoPro, made sure the batteries are charged up, record it all, made sure all the settings are right. Got the SD card out, got an SD card adapter, put that in my laptop, transfer it from the GoPro to my laptop, then from my laptop onto YouTube. It's just way more work and effort than just recording it straight from my phone. And the other thing is, like, now I can go out and I can do messages and work, when I'm out. And I don't have to bring my laptop and shit. And, that's going to be really, really good, seeing how I've got a coaching business and it relies heavily on me being active and messaging people. And so it's very much a tool, I also really like photography. This phone's pretty decent, not as good as a camera. I know everyone hypes this shit up. Phones still aren't there yet, bro. They're still too heavily relying on software. But that's besides the point. Now, it's like, I've got a good camera in my pocket. It's like a good investment. It's going to help me. It's just going to make everything easier. It's like earlier, when I went out for my run earlier, I was listening to music out loud on my laptop in my room. I was now going to go out for a run. I put my AirPods in, I take my phone with me, and it just automatically connects to my phone because it like fucking senses me moving or some shit, and it senses my phone in my... It's just fucking beautiful technology. And I know it's so minimal, like, yeah, it would have taken me 5 seconds to like turn Spotify off my laptop and move it to my phone, but like, it's just so easy. And like, I buy YouTube Premium, I pay like £17 a month for YouTube Premium and Spotify Premium because it saves you time with the ads, and it's like, this money, you're like, oh bro, £20 a month. Like, I think about that the family plan for my dad and sister as well on Spotify. And it's like £20 a month or like £17 a month on YouTube to not have ads and like background play. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's literally like what, 1/50th, like, what, I don't know, less than 2% of one sale for me. It's not much money. It really is not much money at all when you think about it. And yeah, it adds up and shit, but I get the value from it. And so I'm not worried about spending money. And it's like, I sometimes get thoughts where it's like, bro, my monthly expenses on subscriptions and shit are like £350. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But like, it's like £160 on school, like my school communities. Then it's on like Loom and the note, like recording note taker, and then it's Calendly, and then it's also Notion. It's like, it's things I use, And I'm not scared of spending this money because it helps me. Each investment is worth it. I'm not scared of paying £20 a month for ChatGPT, okay, when I spend like a couple hours a month on it, because it helps me. It gets me the return. Same with this phone. If it's making you a return, and if you know it's making you a return, go fucking all in on it, bro. If it's like there's an investment in the stock market or some shit, and it's 100% guaranteed that you're going to double your money with it, why not put all your money into it? Why are you putting less money into it to save money? You're going to make more money by investing more in. You've got to be more bullish with this shit, And so for me, that's what I do. I put more money into these investments and I get better at it. And I'm really grateful for my dad for this mindset, because I think I've sort of got it from him. I remember earlier this year, I was going to buy a MacBook, and I wasn't making as much then. I was making like between 1 and 2K a month. And sometimes not even that. Like when I was in like August, I literally made like nothing because I didn't get a single sale. And so at that point, I believe it was literally like August, wasn't doing too well with business. I was saying to my dad, like I wanted to like, buy like a secondhand MacBook Air, like basically the cheapest MacBook you could possibly get. Because I wanted to save money with it. And he was like, no, it's fine. Like, I can't remember what he got, like a loan now or something like that, because it's like, I don't know how the fucking banking shit works. And basically what we've done now is like, I've now got the best fucking MacBook, and I think I'm just paying like monthly for it instead of like all up front, because I didn't have the money at the time. And the same thing I'm doing with this phone as well. I'm paying monthly instead of like all up front. Obviously, it's just it's. I don't get why you wouldn't want to do that. Like, keep your money for longer. That's another mindset I've got from my dad about keeping your money for longer if there's like no interest on it and shit. And the point I'm getting at is like he just like, yeah, he's like, get the best. Like, you're gonna keep this laptop for like the next 5 years. You might want to get the best. And same with this phone. It's like, I'm gonna keep this phone for the next 5 years. And that's the next point I want to get onto, is that when you've got this mindset of like, you buy the best, not for the materialism, but as a tool, and you keep it for a long time, you build up a connection with it. Because I can just tell you, like, I fucking hate changing shit. Like, moving from Windows to Mac earlier this year, fucking hated it, bro. I would just get like mentally tired and just go to bed. I'm not even kidding. I would just go to bed early, and just like avoid my computer because I didn't know how that shit worked, because I'd never used Mac before. And it was like I wouldn't know how to do basic shit and it would just confuse the fuck out of me. I didn't want to move like to Mac. Like I want to move way earlier, bro. But I just couldn't be asked. Same with this phone. The reason I fucking like went a whole year with a phone that barely worked was just because I couldn't be asked. Okay, I couldn't be bothered to switch to iPhone because it's just so much effort. But it's like eventually you get to a point where my phone like basically doesn't work. Cause it's like a 3-year-old budget Samsung, which is like £180 or something like that. And phones like that, they get to a point where they just don't work because they're just like budget phones. And so it's like I was just like, you know what? I have to change phones. I can't be asked to change phones a lot. I hate doing that shit, And so I'm just gonna get the best of the best, and I'm gonna keep this phone for the next 5 years. I spoke with people who've had their iPhones for like 7 years, and like they just buy the best one, they keep it for like the next 5-7 years, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Same with my Mac. I'm gonna keep that shit for a long time. It's gonna become a tool, and I'm gonna like just build a connection with it and have everything how it works. Like I just don't like changing shit. Like I used to edit on Premiere Pro for a long while, and in fact, let me just show you something quickly. Like I've got all these stickers on here on my laptop, And the point I was gonna make there about Premiere Pro and everything is like I built up a connection with it, and it's like with Premiere Pro, I literally like that's what I edited on for the longest time. Knew exactly how everything worked. I had my whole custom layout, all my custom keybinds and shit. And when I say custom keybinds, every single keybind changed, okay? Just to make it more efficient for me. This is just what I do with my things. I make them more efficient. I let them morph around me from what I need. I don't like changing shit or getting new shit. And so it's like with this iPhone now, I'm still like learning how to use it and figuring out how stuff works. Like I don't know how to like, I still struggle like figuring out how to get back to the home screen and shit. And it's like, I've got all the fucking like back tap settings set up because that's like less confusing to like open the control panel from the top and shit. I don't know how this shit works, bro. And it's just like, it's effort for me to change. But it's like, I know over time that I'm going to keep using this phone for the next years, and I'm going to build a connection with it. That's why I've got stickers on my laptop and shit, because I'm going to build a connection with it. In fact, something I'm wanting to do, I'm literally going to get a fucking like Sharpie or some shit and sign my name on my laptop, put my signature on my laptop. Because it's like, it's mine. I'm going to build a connection with it. It's like my tool, It's like me and my tools. Like, I've got this sort of dream of just like traveling with just everything I need in my backpack, like I'm building that connection with all my items, just being super efficient in that sense, and that's the point I think you eventually get to where your tools become like extensions of you in a way, and you become connected to them, and it's not really a materialism thing because you become connected to them. And I think this is where you can really start to get super grateful for your items and shit, because I've started to sort of experience this with this phone, like I said, going out, the music changing and shit, or just like recording this video horizontally while holding the phone vertically. It's just random little shit like that. It really just like makes me start to be grateful. Or like my MacBook, where it's like ultra powerful and shit, and I can do all the editing and stuff I want, and how it can render like 200 raw photos, with heavy color grading in like 20 seconds, and just little shit like that. And it just being fast and it just working, and me being able to do like 8 hours of video calls and only have to charge it once, and other stuff like that. It's like, I'm just like grateful to have the best, and I'm just like, I'm glad I put this money in to get the best of the best. Because I can tell you, like, if I got, because I was thinking of getting like the iPhone like 15 Pro like refurbished or some shit, and instead of being like 1.1k, like £1,100, like British pounds, which is like, I don't know, $1,300, $1,400 or something, which is like the new iPhone, the iPhone 17 Pro, which I've got. Instead of getting this, I might have got like a 15 Pro, refurbished, and that might have, I think it was like £350 or something like that. And it's like, it would have been significantly cheaper, but the battery would have been worse. It would have had worse cameras. Everything would just be different. It wouldn't have had like the camera button on the side. Like I've got a whole button for the whole fucking camera, bro. My phone can be in my pocket. I can press a button, pull my phone out of my pocket, and I press the same button again, and it just starts recording just like that. It's so fucking fast, and that's what I fucking love, bro. And I think you can like wire it to open the Instagram camera to post stories all the time. And that's something I want to start doing, doing a bit more on Instagram eventually, not right now, but like, it's just a fucking wonderful tool, bro. And that's why I love like this sort of state of materialism where it's not for the dopamine, and it's not like the dopamine fiendishism, if that's a word, like being a dopamine fiend. It's just about, buying the best tools and connecting with them, and not being like stingy in how you spend your money, and if it is an investment, getting the best out of it. But yeah, that's that for me, bro. If you like who I am, I'm Sam. Hello. You just spent 25 minutes with me. Yeah, if you like who I am and you think I'm not stupid and like you want to get more from me, then you can join my free school community, the $1,000 protocol, link in description. I'll teach you everything you need to know to start a coaching business in there. If you're young on self-improvement, got some sort of skill, you've maybe improved in your life, you now want to be making money online too because you've got self-improvement and all this sort of shit going on for you, then I can definitely help you with that, bro. That's literally what I do. I'll help you with that. That's my entire fucking business, and I'm very, very good at it, because I've got the good tools, But anyway, it's been good talking, bro. And click subscribe, click like, comment, farm, engagement, farm and shit for me, please. Make this video do better. And yeah, that's that. Au revoir. Good speaking.